Hey, Dr. Trevor Cates here. We've been talking a lot about hormones lately because of the Hormones, Health, and Harmony docu-series. I hope you got a chance to watch the docu-series as well as episode 10. We had a bonus episode 10 that just came down. We had it up for 24 hours. It just came down. So if you missed it, I'm so sorry. I'm going to tell you how you might be able to get another chance to grab actually all episodes. And so, but I wanted to ask first of all, how are you are you watching the docu series? How are you finding it? What is it that you are noticing with your hormones? I think we've talked a lot about all the different symptoms that can be related to hormonal imbalances. And I think a lot of people are surprised to hear about how many different ways it can impact our health, from our weight, our energy, our sleep, our appetite, our mood, our women's menstrual cycles, and of course, major transitions like puberty, fertility, pregnancy, postpartum, perimenopause, menopause. All these different transitions, of course, are related to our hormones. But I think a lot of these other things surprise a lot of women that have been watching the docu series. So I'm curious with you, for those of you joining in, whether you're joining live or you're watching the recording afterwards, what are you noticing about the docu series? What other questions that you have? Because we wanted to really bring up some important parts of how hormones are connected to so many aspects of our health. But I'm sure you have more questions. So um, okay, so I've got a comment from, looks like Martha. I love it and empowers me. Um, I don't feel like I have a real situation, and I'm not the only one. I'm not sure what that part means, but I know that there are different ways that hormones can impact people. So for you, maybe it could be stress related. That's been one of my struggles, for those of you who watched episode 10 may have noticed. Then when we covered my lab results, it showed that I had some issues with my adrenal. And so it was interesting to see that and think, oh my gosh, I need to take a vacation. I need to take a break. And the interesting thing is, by the time I got the results back, I was already starting to feel it. So I had just taken a beach trip, a vacation to Mexico, and spent some time on the beach. And so I think if we pay attention to our bodies, we do get this feedback. And then we could also look at lab tests, and the two combine between our symptoms and our lab results. That's when we really start to put the pieces together of what's going on. So that's why it's really helpful. And let's see, I've got a comment. Uh, so Martha, she clarified, I feel like I have a real situation. Okay, thank you for clarifying. Um, and then Sierra said the docu-series has been amazing. I'm so glad you love it, you're enjoying it. And there is an opportunity for those of you who would like to own the docu-series. There is a way that you can actually buy it and have access to it ongoing. And that is if you go to hormoneseries.com/get-access. And that's the way that you can still get all 9 episodes plus our bonus episode. My daughter is practicing her violin in the background, in case in case you're hearing something in the background. And so, yeah, so I'm going to talk about some of the features of that. Looks like I have a question here. So I wonder if you could address how to balance your hormones and menopause. And so we do talk some about that, about how when women go through menopause. So for those of you who are, kind of not quite sure what exactly is menopause, it is when a woman goes with an entire year without having a period. And so without a menstrual cycle, that means their hormone levels have declined. So estrogen and progesterone have declined. Ovarian production of these hormones is not happening anymore. So that's when menopause happens. And so, but the good news is that we can still make some of our hormones in other ways. So we can make hormones from, we get from DHEA from that's made from the adrenals. We get some estrogen and testosterone that way. We get hormones, yeah, from the adrenals, and also our fat cells actually do make some estrogen. So that's why it's good for women to have some curves. It's good for us to have a little cushion on us, so that we can continue to make hormones. And so that is another thing to think about, is how can you support over your overall body composition, making sure that you're getting enough fats, healthy fats in your diet, that you're eating sufficiently, and then also you're supporting your adrenal glands. So all of that is going to be really helpful. And then if you want to do other things, supportive things besides lifestyle, of course, getting a good night's sleep and exercising, stress management, all of those things are really important, healthy eating. But you might want to also try taking some herbs that help support your own adrenals. And so things like maca is a really great herb. It's an adaptogenic herb, and it can be really helpful, especially it's really good for adrenals overall, but even for women going through transitions. So that's one thing. And then, of course, in the docuseries, we also do talk about bioidentical hormones, and they're not necessarily the thing that we go to first, right? We want to support the health overall with healthy lifestyle, with these other factors first, because we don't want to just add a bunch of hormones on without supporting the body first. So that's always where we want to start first. So they've got another comment. I'm on hormone replacement therapy and still having night sweats, fierce night sweats. Oh my gosh, I've heard of these fierce night sweats where women are completely drenched, and this can happen for women. Usually, this is what it's that severe. It's usually low estrogen. So when we start to go into perimenopause, our progesterone starts to go down in relationship to our estrogen. And so a lot of women, even in their 30s, can start having perimenopausal symptoms, including hot flashes and night sweats. But as we get closer to menopause, and our estrogen also drops. And so with that, that's one of the things that really causes those night sweats. So there are some things like black cohosh, is an herb that can be helpful for a lot of women. There are certain nutrients, vitamin E, making sure that, of course, you're getting the right nutrients in your diet. All of that is really, really important. And then if you're on on bioidentical hormones, then you also want to look at what are all the other things you can do. Not just hormone replacement therapy. I find that the combination and the what we focus on in the docuseries is really a combination of those two. Well, those two being healthy lifestyle and natural treatments, kind of more of a natural approach, and then adding in the bioidentical hormones too. So, and not every woman is going to want to do bioidentical hormones, and that's fine. There are other things you can do, but it also depends on the severity of your symptoms, genetic predispositions. There are a lot of different factors that play a role that we talk about in the docuseries. And one of the factors that plays a really big role in hormones that we talk about again and again is gut health. So, of course, we really dive into that and cover that a lot in the docuseries. So, again, if you're just joining in, talking about the Hormones, Health, and Harmony docuseries, we went through 9 episodes. We had a replay week and we had a bonus episode, and that just ended a few hours ago. And so now is the time, if you want to go ahead and take the whole entire docuseries plus a bunch of bonuses with you, so you can watch it, continue to watch and learn, plus all these bonuses. Now's the time. So you can go to hormoneseries.com/get-access. And that's how you can get that. I want to tell you about some of these bonuses. So you get all 9 of the docuseries plus episode bonus 10. You also get the exclusive interview with Suzanne Summers that I did. And she is such an inspiration. As you know, she's written many books on um, ageless, being graceful aging, healthy aging, and so many things like this. We do talk a little about her personal journey. We talk about how she has overcome so many health challenges and how she found natural medicine and how that's helped her with a more integrative approach. So I loved interviewing Suzanne Summers. It was really a joy. She really, truly is an inspiration. What a powerful woman. And then we also, when you buy the docu series, you get a fast action companion guide. So that is it's a book, or it's a digital download, depending on if you get the digital or the physical package. And it has all kinds of information in there. We've got all of the transcripts, so you could actually read through. And then I do also put together an action guide to help you kind of, for each episode, what are the big takeaways and what are the things like action steps? What are things to start thinking about with your own life? So you can start incorporating these things in your own life. And then with bonus 4, we have the audio recording. So you can, if you miss some of it and you want to listen to it again, you can download and listen on the go. I know it's a lot of content to sit and watch, but so it's really also nice to be able to listen to it. So again, you can get it at hormoneseries.com /get-access. It's a great way to get it. And then also I included a downloadable skincare shopping list. So the toxic ingredients you want to avoid in skincare products. You also get a natural remedies for hormone balance guide. I know a lot of you have talked about, like, what are the specific herbs? What are the specific nutrients? What do I need for these, for low estrogen, estrogen dominance, low progesterone, low androgens, high androgens? I go through these specific hormones and natural remedies for each one in this guide. So that's one of the bonuses you can get with the docu-series. I also have a hormone balancing food shopping list and recipes. So all the hormone balancing foods that a lot of the people talk about in the docu-series, and I have recipes that go with that. I also have a detox your home guide, because we talk about toxins in the environment and how important it is to reduce our exposure to toxins. And so I talk in this guide about how all the top ways I've been telling my patients for many years, for 22 years that I've been practicing, on how to clean up your home. There are also 3 additional bonus interviews that I've done with JJ Virgin, Dr. Alan Christensen, Dr. Amy Killen. These are all incredible interviews. And then there is Dr. Anna Kabeka's V Guide is included in that. We also have a video on a deep dive into lab work. I interviewed one of my colleagues, Dr. Laura Neville, and she has worked with different lab companies. She's seen patients for many, many years, and she talks to doctors all day long about how to view lab work. So she really knows lab work. So we go deep, deep into lab work and understanding what to ask your doctor for, how to talk to your doctor about these things, how to find a doctor, because really, if your doctor won't work with you and says, no, I only order a TSH for thyroid, I won't order more thyroid tests, or no, I'm not going to order vitamin D, your vitamin D levels for you, or anything like that, you need to find a new doctor. There's no way that you shouldn't have this information. You want to be educated so you know what to ask for, and then ask for a copy of your lab results when you get them, because we do talk about some of the values. And especially in my master class that I'm doing, then I definitely talk about values. What are the optimal ranges versus normal ranges? Normal ranges are not necessarily going to keep you optimally healthy. They might keep you free from disease, but not necessarily. And so we certainly don't want to wait until your lab results are completely off. We want to catch it early, ideally. But it's really sometimes hard for people to know, because they hear back from their doctor, say everything looks normal, and they're like, wait, something doesn't feel right. So absolutely, I understand that. So that's why I wanted to include that in the Hormones, Health, and Harmony package, the bonus platinum package. So you also, with the platinum package, you also get my skincare system. You get all of the director's cuts of all 50 interviews. So I interviewed all these experts we took the best clips of them and we put them, or the ones that really made sense with the flow of everything, and we put them in the docu-series. But there's a lot of really great information in there. So you get that, plus you get my book, Clean Skin from Within. You get Dr. Anna Kabeka's Jolva, which is a really great feminine cream. and wellness natural dry shampoo, and then $430 in discounts on air and water, my favorite air and water purifiers. So I know that's a lot. So I wanted to make sure I go through all that to make sure that you'll know that this is available. But right now, these packages are 50% off, but that's going to go away soon. We are going to be putting the prices back up to normal. We just wanted to have them at 50% off during the docu-series. But since we're coming to an end, we've got to put the prices back to where they were. So that is available to you right now. So I hope you guys will go check it out. And then if you want to join me for the masterclass, just contact us. I can send you some more information about that. I'll be doing a 6-week masterclass to really dive in a bit more with a smaller group of women to help hone in on what's going on with your health. So again, you can go to hormoneseries.com/get-access and get the docu-series. I recommend getting the platinum package, but if you live outside the United States, you'll want to get the silver package because we can't ship anything internationally. So that's what I would recommend. Although if you're one of the people that just likes the CDs and the DVDs and you just want the physical, you know what, digital anything, we also have the gold package for you. So I hope you have been enjoying the Hormones, Health, and Harmony docu-series. You've got a lot of benefit from it. And I will check in with you all another time. Thanks for joining me.